the show me state, there's a little town folks just love to hate, 'cause the men folk there just love a good barroom brawl. Well, they're big as a bear and they're twice as mean. If you ever been there, you know what I mean. You say one wrong word and your back's up against the wall. Well, they love all women and they got no fear, and they never drink water, just whiskey and beer. If they happen to like you, they're the best friends you'll ever have. So my advice to you is to try to stay friendly with all them good old boys from Henley, 'cause they're hell to deal with if you ever make them mad. And you better make sure you don't step out of line if you ever cross over the Henley, Missouri line. You can find yourself in one hell of a bind if you mess around in that town too many times. Well, there's two that's especially mean and scary. The mean one's Charlie, the scary one's Larry. When they get together, sometimes all hell breaks loose. And mostly they're just having fun, but don't try to scare them, 'cause they won't run. They just grab you and turn you every which way but loose. Well, they burn up the roads in a big brown Buick. It's a little banged up, but it always comes through it. You know that old car ain't never once let them down. It's got one wide door and a couple of dents, and it's run through its share of fence, but they always put them back up so they can knock them back down. About twice a week they head for the city, all drunked up, hollering, "We're from Henley and you better not mess with us or we'll whip y'all." Well, the bartender says don't talk that way or the police come and haul you away. They just smile and say, "Back in Henley, we're the law." And you better make sure you don't step out of line if you ever cross over the Henley, Missouri line. You can find yourself in one hell of a bind if you mess around in that town too many times. Their idea of going to heaven is sitting on a cloud drinking Seagram 7, spitting tobacco juice from them city boys down below. They say it's a fun way to pass the time, and they didn't figure St. Peter'd mind, since he probably knew that they were from the Henley Mo. Well, that's about all this little tale, but there's a lesson here, so you learn it well, 'cause you never know when you might cross one of them boys' paths. Just remember my advice and stay real friendly with all them good old boys from Henley, 'cause they're hell to deal with if you ever make them mad. And you better make sure you don't step out of line if you ever cross over the Henley, Missouri line. You can find yourself in one hell of a bind if you mess around in that town too many times. Guitar.